下礼拜星期一，上礼拜上礼拜有开多录，可是没有录到。
We have done talking about the SPC, which is used for problem solving, this kind of problem solving tools. That is used for monitoring the process, especially for us. Industrial engineering will monitor the manufacturing process. And reduce variability since we like to produce the product or 你只用中文。
我知道这样给我的。
好，
这样给我的。
那你考试怎么办？都是英文的。
OK 吧？
谁跟你 OK 啊？
不 OK 是不是？
当然不 OK 啊！你是头脑有洞吗？一个是中文，一个是英文，怎么会 OK？那怎么办？
到时候看看。
那你没有过，不要怪我。
好 OK。
这样就 OK 对不对？
没有不 OK。
那你要去找一个英文，不要笨好不好？
好 OK。
到底 O 不 OK 啦
？OK， 没问题。
你自己找，你没有过，你不要怪我说老师我没有英文书，我怎样啊
？OK。
真的哦。
不会怪你，不会怪你。
那你怪你自己哦。
对，怪我自己。
We try to produce a product or provide service as stable as possible. So if there's a fluctuation or the process non-uniformity, we like to get it to the minimum level as possible and do the elimination of silent causes. Typically, the causes can be classified into two types. Can you name these two types of the causes? Right on. The two types of causes. Last time I just typed in the middle. What kind of causes?
T1.
Yeah, what kind of causes? One is assignable causes. The other is the common causes, right? Or random causes. Did I mention this last time? Did I? Yes, yes, thank you. Now, okay, then the SPC is categorized as online technique. Why we call this online technique? Since this is a process, and once in a while there's data collected. We directly perform some control or monitoring mechanism. If there's some process irregularity occur, then we directly feedback to the process. We let the process keep going, or we stop the process or check if the process is out of control. That's why we call it online. It's online. And design of experiment, discovering the key factor influence process performance like that. So it's a more advanced courses that called the design of experiment. Typically, that is used for process optimization. This is kind of offline. Why we call it offline? Since this is a process. We collect the data. Then we use the data and the input to the computer, do some calculation, analyze the result. Finally, we have the recommendation. Then we go back to tell the process engineer what you should do. Since the data has been collected and used offline, then going back to the process to suggest what kind of the process recipe or what kind of process improvement should be done. And that's why we call it is offline. So online and offline, the major differentiation is whenever the data is collected, how can you use it? If you use it in situ at the right time, online, then there's called online technology. If it is not used at that moment, and then you're going to control it or monitor it in the later section, then that is called offline technology. Okay, this is acceptance sampling. That's, we hope we have time for that. So this is Dr. Shu 哈，这上次我们讲过了吧？我跳过了，这个讲过了吧？ Yeah, okay. So this is called the factorial design. Why we call it factorial? Since it is a factor. It's a factor. It's only we consider one factor x. We only there's only two levels of consider, or two levels are taken into consideration. Plus one and minus. Okay, this is only one dimensional. Then, if we consider two variables or two factors simultaneous, x1 and x2. So it's going to be like a box. This is plus one, minus one, and also the minus one, minus one, plus one. This is x1, so this is plus one. Minus one, and plus one, and plus one. Right? This is like a square. This is plus, 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 minus, 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 plus. Right? In two factors. So this is a chi. This is two level with the power. Only one factor. So there's a 1 and 2. If this is a two level, there's two level, two factor. This is 4. If we consider three variables simultaneous, one, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So this is the 2, there's a power. Or 3, there's a 8. This is equal to plus 1 minus 1, plus 1 minus 1, plus 1 minus 1. How many combinations do you have? 2 by 2 by 2. That's 8, right? It's called factorial design. So where's Mr. Muscle? I didn't see him. Where is he? Yang Din? Where is he? Still living? Oh, call him. Yeah. Okay, like that. The three factor factorial. Okay, the variation of the sentence sampling. Hey, guys. Outgoing means you just go out, or something going out your office, like you are manufacturing, you producing the product like this. Upon completion of the production, then the product going to be shipped to the customer. Before we ship to the customer, we're going to do some check. That is called outgoing inspection. Before your final product shipped to your end customer, then that inspection, that is done. The outgoing process inspection, ship is not a ship. This is shipment, right? To the customer. Okay. receiving incoming inspection. What does it mean, receiving? Okay, you are the vendor. You are the manufacturer. You sell the raw material to this guy or manufacturer. Before you ship your raw material to the manufacturer, so he or she wants to check if the quality is acceptable for that raw material before that can be used for production. He's going to check the quality and the number and the quantity before that has been put into the production. That is called receiving or incoming inspection. See the difference? See the difference? That. Okay, in between, process inspection, so ship. This is the production before. Then say this position. Process inspection, scrap, and the rework. Accept, ship to the customer. So that the last one, the C, is called how can you deal with the lot? You do the inspection before it has been shipped to the customer. Then there's two possible way you deal with the lot. The lot should be rejected, or the lot should be rejected. 哎，不会说一声不好意思哦。If it is rejected, that means okay, this guy, this manufacturer, this is batch of the product. Then, so we do the final check before shipment to the customer. So if it is rejected, maybe there's a batch of the 50 microprocessor chips. Then we find there's too many defective items found in the batch and directly returned, right? So it is defective. Then there's two dispositions. Which one? No. Non-workable. Directly throw it away. That is called a scrap. Directly throw it away. Or rework. This. We found that okay. This is only some of the component. We replace the new one, and it turned into a good condition. Then it is called a rework. Okay. Then if it has been accepted, it is a quality level is acceptable, then ship to the customer. Okay. Then 1.4. Okay, page 17. Page 17. There's a management aspect of QI. Always remember what QI is, quality improvement. Effective management of quality requires execution 3 activities, which are quite of critical importance. First one, you need to plan. You need to plan before you want to get something done, and the quality assurance, so you can make sure the quality level of your project, quality level of the new product design, or the quality of the new product production, finally control and improvement. So in between that is before the product has put into the production. QA, that is a mechanism or act during production. Quality control and the improvement, that you get something done. However, you don't feel good about that, you want to do it better, so you try to improve that. And then there's a called the quality control and the input. Okay, there's something you need to read. I guess I'll skip it. Okay, Edward Deming. Okay, page 21, please.先生同学这边有位置。All right, Edward Deming. Yeah, this taught engineering physics in 20s and finished PhD in 1928. Actually, who was British. Walter Schubert at Western Electric, this American company at that time. And long career in government statistics, USDA and the Bureau of Census. 我们台湾叫什么标准局啊？中央标准 Census. Then during World War II, yeah, and before 1920, he worked with the U.S. defense contractor and deploying statistical method and sent to Japan after World War II to work on the census. So after he passed away, the National Award, Quality Award of Japan, just named after him. So we call the Deming's Award. So he has done a lot to Japan, particularly after World War II. And Deming was asked by Jews, JUSC. I've been there in the 2000. I've been Jews in the 2009. I believe something like that, like a Jews. It has like a party society, like a party society in Japan. And to lecture statistical quality control to management, that is cover most of the useful 7 and the SPC chart. And Japanese adopt many aspects of Deming's management philosophy, especially PDCA. Do you know what PDCA are? Lady? No, always no. Yang, what are the PDCA? Core component of the PDCA. P, plan, D, do, C, check, A, act, and do. Then Deming's continual, never-ending improvement. That means even though you have done some improvement, you never get satisfied. You want to do it over and over again. Try to improve it. So, so the quality, there's no end. There's no end. So you never say you satisfy the current status quo. Never say that. And demonstrates continual never-ending improvement. Also, who lectured widely in North America during 80s. He died in 1993. So there's 14 points. So I'm going to skip that. You're going to read that. There's some philosophy for the enterprise management from page 21 to 22. There's something, create consistency or purpose toward improvement. So that is something like strategic plan. Hey guys, do you think that what is a strategic plan? It's a midterm planning or long-term planning? What do you think? What is it's a long-term, short-term, or midterm? Strategic planning. What do you think? Close, very close. So it is next time. Strategic plan. And adopt new philosophy, recognize that are in. Recognize that are in the time of change, in the new economic age. Like we have been through, we have there's something going on us, especially us. Like useful. Okay. Let me say the economy. There's okay, knowledge economy, like 20 years ago. No, you never been that before, especially for me when I in the United States pursuing my PhD. So at that time, the economy. At that time, the knowledge economy is on the on the tidal wave. This is trendy. Then later, economy, knowledge. So before that, there's the mass production economy. The mass production economy, knowledge economy, then personal, customer. Okay, stylish. Yeah, especially some the subculture around the world, from Japan, from Korea, from China, which is for stylish economy, especially in South Asia or in Asia. Yeah, stylish economy, customization. Yeah, customize the personal, so want to buy the car, actually we have a different color, we have a different seating, configuration, the engine, we have a spoiler on the back, and we have a sporty setup. So when you press an order in Audi or the BMW, so you can customize your orders. So we'll call the customization economy. Yeah. Move to the next one, then like 10 years ago, the share economy. Then, so we have been through, like 10 years ago, we have Uber Eats, we have U-Bike, we have Taiwan 大车队, or we have in China, actually, there's by original inventor of the share economy, we have they have 饿了me or something, right? The share economy. Then later, now we talk about the ESG and Yeah, G and SDGs. So we have a circular study. So in the first class we mentioned there's a 6R, do we? Do we mention that? Yes. Do we? In the first class, the 6R. Then we are moving toward a new era, might be, we call the AI economy. So this is a progression we have been through, and there's something going on. We just push ourselves toward that direction. Then, all right, this sees the resilient. Okay, I don't want to read that. This is review something. So 4 points. So that is something I like to mention. Know that the 14 points are about change. Why do we need to change? Why do we need to change? Yeah, there's a friend from Hong Kong. Why do we need to change? What do you think?
Because the environment is changing.
Yeah, environment changing. If we don't change ourselves, somebody's going to change us. Yeah, of course. If we don't change ourselves, somebody's going to rock us. They're going to disrupt us. So, there's a change. First of all, we see the chance. Why? The era is changing. So the market is changing, the behavior is changing, economy is changing. So we have a chance. So we need to change. We have a chance, then we change. Yeah. And we have a channel. So we're going to just deliver our service or our product in the different channel, or we like to have an antenna to receive the new input, new message around the world. Okay, then deadly species. So something you don't want to distill into your spirit. So first one, lack of consistency of purposes, emphasis on short-term profit. No, we only want to at least to looking forward to at least the midterm plan. Performance evaluation, merit rating, and the annual review. So typically we talk about the OEE. Yeah, check the Google what OEE is. This overall equipment evaluation, or what? Overall? Oh, effectiveness. Okay. Yeah, typically OEE is the price to machine. Facility. So here's how productive that machine is running, or how productive or the assembly line, or how productive or that machine. Then now we just turn this ideation into human. Now OEE is turned into the human being. It's about the human resources management. That means everybody has an indicator, OEE, how effective, how productive, how efficient you're doing things, you're doing project, then how you have done good in school, at school, how effective you just competing again. So there's a numbers. Like yesterday, there's an interleague game. So there's a statistic associated with each player. So there's a number. There's a number. We call it OEE. So last one. Mobility of the management. This is we always mention students need to have the global visibility and the global mobility. Running a company on visible figure alone. So we have a data we call the evidence-based approach. So whenever you do anything, you're going to make decisions based on evidence. Where does evidence come from, gentlemen? Where does evidence come from? Evidence? What is it? Okay, we need to have evidence. Then we can evaluate how good you are, how productive that machine is running. So where does the evidence come from? Christmas tree.
不断的测验。
Yeah. Things that you just do an experiment or you take the observation, then you have the data, right? Then you have data. Right? You have data, then you have evidence. And data need to transform into, data should be transformed into information. And the information should be transformed into knowledge. Okay. So it's such a medical cost for employee healthcare. So yeah, don't worry about that. So this is healthcare. So we have a national healthcare system. It's such a cost of the warranties. So that is to say warranty. So this is going to guarantee. Like we bought a BMW Beamer. So we have a 3-year warranty before that. So no, sometime. If we just manufacture that automobile as good as we can, so don't worry about the cost for the warranty. Okay, this PDCA we have done, and the plan or change or an experiment aimed at system improvement, that is planned. And next stage is to carry out the change, open a pilot study. Do you know what pilot study is? Do you know what is pilot study? Yeah, this is an experimental run, or trial run. Further, check, study and analyze the results obtained and what was learned based upon what we doing. The last one, adopt the change or abandon it. If you done something good, this is something for the future reference. If adopted, make sure that it leads to permanent improvement. So this is Danny's obstacle to success. So just for your personal reading, I'm gonna speak up. How could you? Page 22. So born in Romania. Yeah, this is a quite strange country. We never been before. Romania. I know. Immigrated to United States. Then the work at the Western Electric influence Walter Schuhart. Schuhart is a guy invents the control chart. Emphasizes a more strategic planning, strategic planning, oriented approach to quality than STEM. That means it focuses more on planning than doing. And the Juran Institute is still a quite active organization promoting the Juran philosophy of quality improvement plan. Just remember, he emphasized a more strategic planning than the Deming does. Okay, this is Juran trilogy. Okay, on top of page 22, planning, control, improvement. The three processes are interrelated, we call it interwoven. For the interwoven, this is interwoven. Interrelated. Okay. So control versus breakthrough. What is a control? Like, so we're producing the bottle of the yuan shui, right? Okay. Right. So we try to produce as a high quality as we can. So that means we just improve. So the 100% there's no artificial flavor ingredients, and let me say the 100% raw material imported from Japan. This kind of bullshit. And how much? The 200 more. Okay, the volume. We're going to just measure every bottle. The content, the volume is close to 200 more as possible. So this is quality control. Then what is the breakthrough? If you want to sell a new product like this, so what do you call breakthrough? You're gonna sell a bubble tea. You're gonna sell a bottle of the green tea. What do you think it is a breakthrough instead of improvement? What do you think? We add the different flavor, or what do you think? So we have so many different titles, the new invented, the bubble tea in Taiwan. What do you think? What do you think that is a breakthrough instead of improvement? Yangzi Ganlu will be a breakthrough, right? Totally different from the traditional one. You never saw you can put so many the weird things together, and everybody really admire of. So there's a long queue. So want to buy that at the very beginning of that product, to me, and very expensive. The almost 100 per bottle, right? Then for the video game, the PlayStation going to be PlayStation PS1, 2, 3, 4. There's an improvement from generation to generation. However, when you look at the Nintendo, like Wii, so this redesigned joystick. So even though you don't have to very good at push the control the pedal, you just hold the joystick and you can play any game you want. So that is a breakthrough, right? Very breakthrough. Or the cell phone. The iPhone will be a breakthrough. Before that, the human only used like Nokia, right? So after the launch of the iPhone, the system tells us, educate people how to use a smartphone to live a life. So that is a breakthrough. Okay, we'll break.